Okay, so we could continue on down that way and meet our best friend, or we could do something else just real fast and take a little bit of a detour. Let's go ahead and do the detour. So you come this way, and there's another way down here. That you're like, ooh, what's going on down here? It's a little pagoda thing with an item that draws your attention. This divine confetti, and it's like, ooh, what's going on? A little paper. Temple posting. Turn back if you value your life. You can't behead the headless. Our swords and pikes did nothing. Oh, well, that's a pretty ominous message. But, we can go this way. Oh yeah, I forgot. This is, like, really hard. So you jump to this tree and it's like, oh, where do I go? We can see some wall paint down there, indicating that we need to jump on that cliff face. So luckily the wall paint lets us know that we can go over here, which is pretty funny. Every game's gotta have its wall paint. Which I don't know. I don't like it, but I can see its use. It's one of those things that's like you love to hate because it's annoying when you first realize it, because then you start to notice it in every single game. But you know that's like, well, you do kind of need it because it's hard to know sometimes where to go. Anyway, we get brought to this like random cave over here, and oh, everything turns really dark. I wonder what's going on. Oh, what is that? That is a uh, that is an I believe the game calls them apparitions, but basically it's a ghost. It's a ghost that we do not want to fight, but I'll probably fight it eventually. You know what? We can fight this guy. Oh, he notices us. Well, that's alright. We'll jump down here. We don't have to fight him right now, because what we can actually do is there's actually a cave over here that I didn't know about. Flocker actually helped. Flocker actually kind of clued me into this cave back over here. Shinobi path notes. Shinobi escape route leads to the Demon Bell. So, I had no idea that this cave existed for a long time when I first came here, but he actually let me know, like, hey, did you go past the headless guy? I'm like, oh, no, I didn't. Sure enough. Like, it's hard to see because the area is very dark in there, so you'd have to specifically, like, run along the walls in order to uh, find that little cave entrance, because it's not very well indicated. But this is going to be blocked for you, because if you could actually go out this way, you could do a pretty big sequence break and get to a later part of the game. But for now, the only thing that we can do is go to Simpo Temple, Mount Congo, and go ahead and activate the sculptor's idol, and we can get a bit of a preview of what the later area is going to be like. A very nice looking bridge, which we're going to have fun at later. Do not ring this bell. Inviting misfortune is an act of virtue, but only the stoutest of heart should ever consider it. Ring the bell. Sinister burden. Ugh. It's nice that they have a hard mode. You know, it's so funny that, like, this game. Oh well, let me go ahead and read the description. Bell demon, a demonic spirit sealed within the iron bell of Simpo Temple, possesses those who ring the bell, strengthening enemies around them. The bell demon confers hardship, but perhaps also slightly better spoils. Using this item has no particular effect, but causing it to leave. So it's so funny that this game has caused such a debate online about accessibility and having an easy mode in games. when it's like this is the first time that a From Software game I think has ever had a hard mode. Like they all I think From Software has always had like New Game Plus that makes the game harder, but I believe people were saying like this is the first time that From Software has ever made an actual hard mode built into the game. So the only thing that this belt even does is it makes enemies slightly harder. I think they probably have a little bit more HP and they hit you harder. I know they definitely do hit you harder. So, but I mean, for slightly better item drop rates, I just don't feel like that's worth it at all. Now, if it actually gave you more experience points, yeah, I'd say that would probably be worth it. But just for better item drops for items that you barely even use in a game, like, come on, that is just not worth it. Burden dispelled, yeah. It just doesn't feel worth it to me, you know. This doesn't feel worth it to me in the slightest. That like, oh, you get a hard mode and your only reward is slightly better item drop rates for items that you don't even need. Plus, they the game gives you lots of it gives you Mibu balloons that lets you what does this one do? Blessing of Fortune, Wealth. What does this even do? I don't remember what this stuff does. Acquire more resurrected power, spirit emblems, obtaining items, and obtaining money. Okay. So yeah, there's plenty of those items in the game. So I don't know why they feel the need to have this, except, just as I said, for having a harder mode. So they included a hard mode in their already pretty hard game, and yet people are talking about wanting an easy mode, which, fair enough. Let the game have an easy mode for the people who want to enjoy that. It's really not fair for a lot of people who can't enjoy this game. Yeah, if you get close to the headless guy, he's going to slow down the area. Oh, actually, this is not where I want to go in slightest. Hi. Uh-oh, he's giving me the spook meter. He's giving me the spooks. He's giving me the spookies. Yes? Oh, okay, I can do this, alright. So that's the thing with the apparitions, is that one of their biggest things is that you can't hit them normally. I mean, you can hit them, but you don't do any damage to them unless you use a divine confetti, which lasts for like 30 seconds or so, maybe a little bit more. 30 seconds, like a minute or something. Then you can actually damage them. But can you actually? But I've actually never experimented to see if you can take down. If you can actually kill them without a divine confetti, like if you can, like you can still take down their posture when you don't have divine confetti active. But I've never actually tested to see if you can actually deal a death blow to them when you don't have divine confetti. So I might have to look that up and see if that's something you can actually do. But anyway, coming out of here, you can actually come over to this area and open up a way back. Yeah, it's just weird how everybody is just like, this game kind of sparked an accessibility debate online. It's like, oh, we need the game to be accessible for everybody to play, fair enough. If this game had an easy mode, I wouldn't complain, because I wouldn't be using it, but, there might be people who want to enjoy the game. It wouldn't take anything away from me, so, go ahead. But the problem is that the real problem is that no matter how much people talk about this, it will never happen. Like, From Software would never do that in a million years. They would never create an easy mode for their games. It just wouldn't ever happen. Which is a sad thing, but Who knows? Maybe in the future they might consider it, but for this game, that wouldn't happen. What would an easy mode even be? I kind of thought about that. Like, what would an easy mode for this game even entail? My thoughts would be like, what the heck? Oh my god! Look at this guy. He's just leaning. I killed him, and he's leaning up against the 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 flame thing. Hey, that's some nice detail. They took out one of their swords to fight me, and the other sword is still in their sheath. Oh my god, that's very ghastly. Yeah, maybe in the future, From Software will like reconsider. But this game, it will never happen. It just won't. We can do the memory stuff later. You know what? This is what I was thinking. I was going to go and I was going to use the memories at the end of my recording session. So I could be like, alright, if you don't care about being spoiled about the final boss, or if you already know who the final boss is, then go ahead and look away. Then you can go ahead and watch me read it. But if you do care about being spoiled, then you can stop the video right now. So I'll do that when I'm done recording. But for now, we can meet our best friend. So we got the ground staking and everything. Wonder what's going on. Anything down here that I should be aware of? No. Anything yet? Not yet. Why does this exist? There's no reason to be down here. Actually, there's really no reason to be down here. Why am I down here? Hello? Oh, okay. Well, I can still get that Prince. Still nothing? I thought he'd appear by now. I mean, I don't know what I'm talking about. There he is. There's the danger noodle. I like how this is a really cool part of the game that's never really replicated. Alright. He's turning his head. I guess be like a speedrunner and just run past all this stuff, but it's a lot of fun to like go along with the game and kind of do what the game wants you to do. So we have this giant snake here, who should be able to easily notice that I'm here. You know, like snakes find their prey by like smell, and so he should definitely be able to be like, hey, wait a second, something smells different in that field of grass. So I don't know why he's like. They definitely don't rely on sight, I can tell you that much. But we can sneak past him. I can tell you what. Getting that happen to me the first time was very like, oh my god, I thought, do you see me? Nah, he always does that. We make it inside a cave, and we could like hurry up, but let's do what the game wants us to. So the snake's guarding that area. We can make our way around here. The snake is really cool. You know, it is really cool. Yes. Okay. Well, he saw us. Where am I? I should not be here. Oh my god. I guess you have to be along the wall. Alright, so I probably wasn't sneaking, so let's actually do that. Oh yeah, look, it works a lot better when you're sneaking. And of course, I just ran face first into the snake itself, so he definitely didn't notice that, right? That's okay. I'm probably gonna die again, because at the very end, he gets really BS. But we can just travel along the... Like, when you know what's going on, it's not that bad. But the first time going through this is like... It's very tense. So we can make our way underneath here. I don't know why they decided to put a stealth section trying to hide from a giant snake, but I'm glad they did. They had no reason to, but they did. It was pretty great. Alright, let's get inside here. Alright, we gotta go. We don't need an item over there. That's not important. I think it's like snap seeds. Oh, we're dead. Nope, we're not dead yet. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hi. I love that so much. That's so good. I didn't die this time. That's great. Because normally, I feel like getting through there without dying is really hard because you just don't know what he's going to do. And he's just flailing about randomly, so you have no idea what's happening. There's a good chance that if you don't hurry through there, then you're just going to get hit by him. So yeah. And now we're done with it. Okay. Yeah, we're done with that part. Good. We'll just never speak of it again. Hey, look, I'm covered in blood. That doesn't happen often in this game, where we're just covered in like blood or something.